The second hurdle was, I think, the fertility one.
Oh, God.
Because, I think there's this, should I say, cultural or what kind of standard it is that once you get married, then you need to start having kids immediately. Like, there's just this unwritten template that everyone
There's just this goalpost.
exactly.
You must score this goal and then next and next.
And this societal pressure about, okay, once you get married, 9 months after we are coming
In 9 months' time.
in 9 months time, and the pressure didn't come at the first year, because we're trying, but we're like, okay, we're still taking things easy, getting to know each other, at least set up a structure to build on. And after that, the pressure just became intense from friends, from families, or even as simple as Mother's Day in church or Father's Day in church. And you're thinking, okay, what people thinking, what people gonna say, and stuff like that. So that pressure at the beginning was like enormous. You understand?
Especially with the fact that you are the only child. And then I'm the first, so everyone is looking up to me. When are we having our grandchildren? And then I remember once we clocked a year, we went for a test, and it was so invasive.
Yeah, HSG, I think.
The HSG, yes, it was invasive. And I remember when it was done, I was like, why do I have to go through all this? And I think once I got to the car with you were asking me questions, I wasn't responding, and then I just
Cried. Yeah.
went into tears. I started crying because I had to ask myself, like, why did I? And they didn't find anything wrong. So it just, like, I didn't need to go through this.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with me. I didn't need to go through this. So it was, I think for a year after that, I did not want to hear anything about getting pregnant. I didn't want to hear anything about it. So it was that bad. I think I was scared. So it was just, it was stressful. It was, we can use all manner of words to just describe how we felt, I think it wasn't just a year, it was for like 2 years. I didn't want to hear anything. I didn't want to hear prophecies. I did not want to, nobody should come and pray for me because I'm okay. I'm fine, So I remember when we went for a friend's wedding, and someone who was just an acquaintance. We're not friends. I mean, I don't have her phone number. She doesn't have my phone number. We've not spoken. Last time we saw was in school, years before that. And the first question she asked me was, how far now? How far now? How far, baby? And I looked at her like, what? What is this? And I told her, go and meet my husband. Go and meet my husband, because I mean, how can you don't, we are not best friends, we are not close friends. You're asking me how far. I understand where it's coming from, concern and marriage and culture, but you have no idea what people are going through. And then you just make insensitive statements.
And I also think that sometimes, yes, people talk from the right place, but the way they relay the message is just like, in fact, even when it comes to prayer points and stuff like that, in fact, that's the pressure, the burden that actually puts on you when you call, you cast, you bind, you do this, you do that, you do this.
You bind and lose what is not tied.
And at the end of the day, most people forget the fact that when it's time, it's time. When God says it's time, it's time. You understand? And so that pressure was kind of enormous. But one good thing is we stuck together. We never had any misunderstanding or argument about it. And we just agreed, okay, we'll take this one step after the other. And then we were advised to go for IVF.
And that was like one of the most difficult procedures I have been through. every morning for about 2 weeks. I'd have to inject myself when I'm not an addict. I'd have to inject myself every morning. And, you know, for you, the only thing you could do was just be there because you couldn't stand, you know,
Needles or
injecting me,
anything, yeah.
you know, helping me out. So I was just so frustrated throughout that time. And it was difficult. It was difficult. The fact that you're injecting yourself, one, then second, it's hormones you're dealing with. So an enormous amount of hormones are going into you. So my mood was bad many of the times, you know, and you know, I'm just wondering how you coped with me.